Here's my Nightmare 4 preferred Jeff solo build. For traits, put everything on red. In abilities, the only one that you're going to use is Buoyant Splash, so make sure you have that equipped. And don't you dare buy a blue card. You don't need any of them. Alright, now let's talk about the red cards, and in my opinion, their level of importance falls in this order. Jetstream Cannon, which is your primary fire. Gnashing Waters inflicts damage over time. Rapid Surge is your fire rate. And Deep Sea Reserve is the capacity of your primary fire. Every time you see a Jetstream Cannon, you're going to buy it, whether it is gray, blue, purple, or gold. Of course, the gold ones hold a lot more value, but you're going to buy it no matter what level it's at. For Gnashing Waters, it only comes in gold, and every single one you see, you need to buy. Same thing with Rapid Surge. You want your fire rate to be extremely high. And then with Deep Sea Reserve, I personally like to have a high capacity when I get into the later rounds, especially in round 20. You don't want to have to reload, especially if you have a high fire rate. So I would pick up maybe 3 or 4 of these cards whenever you have a chance, but it's not super high priority. For me, it's just a preference, and that preference has worked so far. Alright, and now we're on to the purple cards. So anytime you see a Moonlight Protection card, buy it. It doesn't matter what the percentage is. You need every single card of Moonlight Protection that you can get. Same thing with Vitality Boost. 30, 100, 185, or the gold 450. It's so important to boost Jeff's health through each round that by the time you get to the 5th round, you want his health to be as close to 6,000 as you possibly can. Round 10, 8,000, round 15, 10,000, and round 20, you want to be somewhere between 12 to 14,000. So make sure you pick up every single Vitality Boost card that you can. Now, when it comes to Power Surge, you really just want to focus on the 8, 16, and 35% cards. Don't waste your time or your currency on the 2.5%. In rounds 1 through 10, anytime you see an 8% card, go ahead and get it. But when you get into rounds 11 through 20, you really want to save your currency for the 16 and 35% cards. In terms of Vampiric Vitality, you really don't need any more than 2 to 3. So this is definitely a card you want to get early on. So grab it as soon as you see it and just keep a mental note of how many you've already purchased because, like I said, you don't need any more than 3 max. For the Full Moon card, I'm pretty sure you can only stack 3 of them. So when you see them, get them. It gives you a percentage of currency back that you can use in rounds 1 through 20 to purchase other cards. But when you're heading into the final round and there's a Full Moon card and you've only bought 1, skip it because there's no rounds after that you would get a percentage increase in currency. Alright, and then the last 2 cards are Primordial Frost and Zeus's Thunder. They're not really necessary, it's just a personal preference that I have. I like to get 1 of each in gold. They do additional damage and trigger chain reactions, so why not? Hopefully this video has been helpful in showing you which cards are the best one to select and why to complete your Jeff solo run of Nightmare 4. So stay tuned, more videos on the way on which cards to initially get, how to eliminate the zombies, and the best positioning and strategy for defeating Namor and Wanda. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the comments and I'll answer as soon as I can.